I smirked when someone talked about Meghan's business. What does she know? I heard she has a flat brain without wrinkles. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you again on my channel. Don't forget to support me by ringing the registration bell button before starting the main content. Meghan Markle has successfully launched her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, attracting 100,000 subscribers in just 4 months. This brand features a variety of products, including popular jams in strawberry and raspberry flavors, with each jar showcasing Meghan's calligraphy skills on its label. Beyond jams, the brand is set to expand its range to include cutlery, cookbooks, and other jarred foods, with all trademark requests approved by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. This venture is one of many for Meghan since stepping back from royal duties in 2020 with Prince Harry, who has since signed a multi-year deal with Netflix to produce a variety of content, including a 6-part docuseries, Harry and Meghan, showcasing their life post-royalty. Additionally, Meghan hosts a podcast titled Archetypes, with a 2nd season in production. I wonder how pleased when no one purchases her jam and dog biscuits. More importantly, how pleased with Netflix be when no one watches her infomercial. Or lemonade when no one will join her monologue. 100,000 signed. Well, it only costs $10 to buy 1,000 Instagram followers. So 100,000 signed, and how many jars has she sold so far? Hardly a story of success. More likely, a Sussex story. How can ARO possibly be considered a success when it is stagnant? Spotify bounced the two of them with opprobrium. Lemonade may have signed her, but nothing will be attempted until next year. Hardly a good start. Oodles and oodles of things in hand, being produced but nothing finished or being advertised, other than home cooking and polo, which may or may not be in the can. Or is it they have been canned? Besides, has Meghan produced 100,000 jars of jam ready to sell? I very much doubt it. And at what price? The first 50 were given away to celebs, and she got about 10 reviews back, and some actually returned theirs. People may buy one to show off that they have bought something with her branding on, especially if they are numbered. But I don't think they will continue to buy supplies as it will be expensive. I pay 59p in Tesco, and that tastes fine for me. Someone's telling Porkies as they stated they had 500,000 signing up. How can folks sign up to buy when there are no products, no prices, no pictures or descriptions? When Kylie Jenner launched one makeup item, she had the infrastructure set up, stock waiting, packaging and delivery, advertising, and so on. All set up before she launched. She invested her own money and I believe sold 1 million items at the launch. And they sold out. How can Meghan even consider her launch a success? She hasn't sold a bean. Out of that 100,000, half will drop away when they see the prices. And the balance will maybe buy the cheapest item just for the hell of it. But it's okay. Right now, their Netflix contract is not going so well. They have failed to produce one single thing for them unless you call their hastily cobbled together film about their escape from the palace, which is just going to be the same story they have already told and sold. Netflix is worried that the whole deal is just a vanity project for Meghan. Apple, too, have suggested they might terminate the contract simply because of the way they are knocking the Queen and the royal family. Hopefully, Spotify will do the same. Prior to his death prince, Philip had spoken about taking Netflix to task for their unfair R portrayal of him. So, never say never. I expect the Queen and the companies involved are taking the best of legal advice and will act accordingly. The best thing she could do is strip them of all their titles. I know why she is so reluctant to do it. And of course, she can't just wave a magic wand. It would take a lot of time. But if the Sussex camp knew she was serious about doing it, it would shut them up once and for all. One more time. I hope Netflix does not give them any work neither can be trusted to tell the truth. Netflix more than likely saw the backstabbing on Oprah and wants no part in the same narrative on their channel. Plus, the public is fed up with the pair as well and probably wouldn't bother watching anything more published by them. The thing is as follows: a series of lies and exaggerations on Oprah, and that we're all rooted mental health crap from Harry are the only things that they have been able to regurgitate up to this point. All of these lies and exaggerations have been thickly layered with an extremely smug veneer of sanctimonious words pocus. If you are unclear about any of this, all you need to do is watch a few minutes of Harry's speech to the United Nations, which is titled "Meghan Made Me Do It," and you will immediately comprehend it. Even has appeared to be uneasy about being there, which might be considered a significant statement. Is it any wonder that Prince, who is as thick as 2 planks, and a cable actress who climbs like a man are having a hard time finding something to say to the rest of the world, something that the rest of the world wants to hear, particularly anything that implies that we are obligated to pay them? In the beginning, Spotiflix threw money at them because they believed they were purchasing a brand that was just beginning to emerge on a worldwide scale and was focused on celebrity marketing. Now, considering that their popularity ratings are in the gutter, how is it going to work out? These two much detested people have absolutely nothing to say. They've both built a shallow life based on no talent, no intelligence, and no skill, and lots of clothing changes. Everything depends on finding people to screw before discarding them. Neither one has any idea how to conduct or run a business, one of the most important aspects being people skills. They preach like world-famous evangelists, constantly telling us what and how to do. The trouble with that is that we don't want to do what they say, because by and large, we are much more intelligent than they are on what people should do. In conventional social judgment, they are either heedless or stupid as to the consequences of their actions. We don't want to turn out like them. Look where they are now. They were much better off under the umbrella of the British royal family. They could have had a great life themselves for their children and accomplished much good, and accomplished their individual goals too. Now they are estranged from virtually all their family members. Too bad if you need a kidney transplant. Largely not wanted in 2 countries, dependent on suing or grifting for finances. Or horrors, putting on reality shows. How the mighty have fallen. Can say that it's their only chance to make money, so if it's ever canceled, it will be Netflix who pulls the plug. The useless pair will try to spin it as their peace offering to the royal family, so they can crawl back begging for forgiveness. William and Catherine and Camilla and Anne will stand firm as the firm always does and leave them to fend for themselves in the U.S. Karma! Netflix is hemorrhaging subscribers, which is a loss of revenue. They signed a deal with the dynamic duo for an insider look at the British royal family. But then the duo trashed said family and are estranged. So that's down the tubes. They canceled Meghan's Pearl series for whatever reason. I would assume they were given some money up front when the contract was signed. Also, assume the deal is for XXX amount of shows divided by content over XXX number of years. However, it seems as though Netflix has a lot of control over what moves forward. In a last-ditch effort to come up with something, they are going to film in their home. A reality show would be sinking to a new low. Who wants to watch these 2 boring people live in their fancy house? They are now being touted as the new Kardashians. So, I do believe Meghan Markle will be canceled by Netflix. Not an outright contract dispute, but they will pull the plug on projects going forward, leaving them with no more money coming in. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video. And I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.